Hello, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How do you do today? How was your flight? Hopefully, you got a wonderful experience with your flight before. Welcome to Indonesia, one of the largest country in the world. Here is it. But before that, when you arrive in Indonesia, you may hear some strange language, right? I think so. Yeah, it's because Indonesia have many languages for welcoming people, such as Selamat Datang in Indonesia or Assalamualaikum that mostly used by Muslim people, and then Wilujeng Sumping in Sundanese and Om Swastiastu in Balinese. Is it quite interesting? Okay, first of all, we haven't met before. So I think we will have a great communication if we know each other, right? Okay, on behalf of my company, Pasundan Tour, let me introduce myself. My full name is Mifta Aulia Rezkiani, as you can see in my ID. But you don't need to worry, cause you can call me Mifta, Mifta. Can you spell it? I will be your guide during this trip. If you need any help and have any question, do not hesitate to ask me. I will happily to help you and provide all your needs during this trip. Is it your first time to come to Indonesia or not? Okay, I will explain you about Indonesia. But before I start to explain, do you know a little bit about Indonesia before? I think you know because Indonesia is one of the familiar country in this world. Can you tell me what do you know about Indonesia? Okay, you should know that Indonesia was very familiar because of the nature, culture, and all the diversity of Indonesia. You should know that all the variety that Indonesia have can be derived from its historical story. Indonesia's history have many periods from the prehistoric, classical, medieval, colonialism, and the last independence period. Independence Day of Indonesia was in 17th of August 1945. And based on the history, Indonesia have another name or well known as Nusantara. Indonesia is a country in Southeast Asia, located in between of Asia and Australia continents, also between in Pacific and Indian Oceans. And you know what? Indonesia is one of the biggest country in the world that has over 17,000 islands and has a very large population that more than 230 million people from any cultural background. Can you imagine how big Indonesia are? And in Indonesia, there is a lot of tribes, such as Jawa or well known as Java, Sunda, Madura, Batak, Minangkabau, and others. The biggest population in Indonesia is in Java Island, that over than 50% population. Can you imagine? And then Indonesia consists of several religions, such as Islam, Christian, Buddhist, Hindu, Chinese, and others. And Islam is the major religion that embraced by people in Indonesia. For the language itself, language that we use in Indonesia is Bahasa. And you know, Indonesia have over than 221 traditional language. Wow! And beside that, we have a cultural heritage such as show, fashion, sport, music, and the most familiar is culinary. You need to try. do you think about Indonesia? Quite unique and big, right? Oh, well, I think it's enough. That's the general information about Indonesia. You need the more information about Indonesia? As I said, do not hesitate to ask me. I think that's information for me. I think it's enough. Thank you for your attention and cooperation. I'm sorry if I do a mistake while provide anything for you. See you and on the next trip. Have a good day, ladies and gentlemen. Goodbye.